What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We just got a huge Palworld update, and with it comes the new Raid and Raid Boss Bellanoir, and lots of additional game improvements, items, and more. Before we dive too far into this, though, do me a favor and let me know which pal you would want in real life as a pal companion. I mean, if you could bring a pal into the real world, which one would it be? Head to the comments. I am dying to know what your answers are. And of course, while you're down there, be sure to tap that like button so that we can get this video out to more viewers in the land of the algorithm. All right, guys, so we've got the new update from Palworld, and at least on Steam anyway, this thing clocks in at over 2 gigs. And with it, we have some notes from Pocket Pair, but for some unknown reason, Pocket Pair refuses to post their update and patch notes on their actual website. So rather than chop up a bunch of Twitter posts and plaster them all over the screen, we're going to jump over here to IGN and we're going to let them do all the heavy lifting for us. All right, so scrolling down here from the IGN webpage down to the notes, it says Palworld update version 0.2.0.6 for Steam and Xbox. They've got the new content. Let's start off with that. It says implemented the first raid boss. You can summon raid boss pals by using slabs at the new summoning altar. Raid boss pals summoned by slabs are very powerful and cannot be captured. Work alongside your base pals to take on these powerful foes. Pals eggs can drop after defeating raid boss pals. So I'm assuming that that means that there's not going to be, you're not going to capture the raid boss. You're going to have to hatch it, so to speak. And that smacks of RNG, which means more raid encounters. I'm okay with that. The extreme version of the raid boss is incredibly powerful and difficult to defeat. New training manual items have been added. These manuals allow you to give experience points to pals. New item, ancient technical manual, has been added. This manual gives you ancient technology points and can be randomly found inside dungeon chests. All the more reason to go back into the dungeons. New recovery meds items have been added. Using these meds will slowly recover your HP over time. Yes, thank you. New item, Homeward Thundercloud, has been added. When used, this item will instantly move you to your nearest base. New item, Ability Glasses, has been added. When equipped, you can see pals' stats. New stat boosting items have been added. Power Fruit, Life Fruit, Stout Fruit. These items will boost pals' stats when used. And that's very, very interesting. Added a new passive, Mercy Hit. Pals with this passive cannot reduce enemy HP below 1 when attacking. And, oh yes. Yes, thank you. New item, Ring of Mercy, has been added. When wearing this ring, you cannot reduce enemy HP below 1 when attacking. So I guess you'll get the same thing. You'll either get it in a roll, like as a random stat for a pal, or you can put the ring on and you can have that happen for yourself. I guess if you don't have any pals that have the new passive Mercy Hit, which is really cool. New armor, multi-climate undershirt, has been added. Protect yourself against both the heat and the cold with just 1 slot. New building, electric egg incubator, has been added. This incubator consumes electricity to automatically adjust the temperature to the optimum temperature for each egg. New building or mining site has been added. Guys, yes. Yes, please, and thank you. This mining site allows you to produce ores from the comfort of your base. Pals. Kelpsea can now produce pal fluids at the ranch. Dummud can now produce high-quality pal oil at the ranch. You can now reduce the weight of metal ore while riding Serpent Terra. Increase the amount of ore dropped when riding Astegon. You can now raise pals' ranks to the maximum with a single synthesis using the PAL Essence Condenser. Condensation progress is now accumulated in the individual PAL. That's something that I know was specifically asked for. Negative PAL status will now be resolved after spending some time in the PAL box. And we've got UI changes. While aiming a spear, it will now display how many of the target PAL have already been captured. And I've already been seeing this. It looks great. You can now check the cooldowns on partner skills for all your PALs on the main screen. Equipment and item stats are now visible on the technology screen, even if you have not unlocked them first. The tutorial has been improved and renamed to Journey, and you can now show or hide the journey in the game options. To do that, you just go into the options, go into, I think, gameplay, and it's going to be the bottom one on the right. There's only 3 things to choose from. On, off. It's really easy. Damage number display size can be changed in the game options. It's going to be in the same screen. I think it's like the second one from the top. In raid boss battles, the damage numbers tend to overlap a lot and it may be difficult to see, so we recommend adjusting the size. Player. Items dropped by players after death on a dedicated server can now be picked up by anyone after 24 hours of real time have passed. Added a new sleeping player emote. Edited. I don't know what that means. Edited. Maybe they added that in or they did something to it. I'm curious to know what the edited means, but that's cool. A sleeping player emote. What are we going to pretend we're asleep? Base related. You can now disallow certain work for base pals at the monitoring stand. I've been toying with this a little bit. It's actually really cool. Chest filters have been added. Select item types to allow or disallow inside the chests. Guys, I literally said this was something that I wanted to see happen in the game. I am so happy. Crafted items are now transported from crafting facilities. Selecting allow transport when crafting will result in pals transporting those items to chests when finished. This is huge. You can now edit your character's appearance at any time by using the antique dresser. Also, this is very huge. Building and building piece placement rules have been relaxed. You can now connect stairs facing upwards. Roof pieces can now directly connect to foundations. Triangular walls can now be connected to stairs. You can now force a pal to work and cancel their break by picking them up and throwing them towards a facility. But why would you want to do this? Pals recover their sanity while taking a break, so be careful. Exactly. Fixed assignments remain fixed, even after bad events occur. Previously, some assignments would change due to certain conditions, but now they will remain fixed unless the pal is placed inside the pal box. Balance adjustment. Minimum heat and cold resistance have been added to various armor. You will no longer need to take off your heat resistance armor when it is cold at night in the starting areas. Reduce the button press time in the egg incubator. Change the pattern for Yormantide Ignis to something more unique. Added legendary blueprints for some firearms dropped from specific enemies. Corrected the selling price of diamonds. I'm curious about that. I don't know what the selling price of diamonds was. I can't remember. In single player, it is no longer possible to select the initial spawn point for multiplayer. Blocked the back of the starting area with rocks to prevent players from getting lost or stuck. Interesting. The increased attack power multiplier of partner skills that increase the player's attack power while riding has been uniformly reduced from 2.0 to 1.2. Eggs now have a small chance to produce alpha pals. Yet another reason why I need to do more hatching. Flying and floating pals are now immune to fall damage. Shop price adjustments, which I don't know what those are. Bug fixes. Fixed a bug where treasure chests would become empty when dying in a dungeon, etc. Fixed an issue where the effect that increases the player's attack power while riding was duplicating and accumulating under certain conditions. Fixed an issue where players were not receiving loot when capturing pals while mounted. Adjusted the HP of the legendary pal and fixed an issue where the difference in HP between the captured legendary pal and the bred legendary pal was too large. Fixed an issue where pal would eat while riding. Oh, come on. That can't be that bad. fixed an issue where spheres thrown close to wild pals would not hit and be lost. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that because that's definitely been something that's been very annoying. Others improved various PAL models and textures. I would like to see which ones they did, which ones they improved and which textures they improved. Added and adjusted some sound effects. Many other minor bug fixes. Dedicated server. Fixed an issue where sorting did not work in the server list. Improved the server list to allow page transitions. Dedicated servers now support various log outputs. Implemented REST API. Please check the tech guide for details. tech.palworldgame.com. Cheat prevention. Here we go. Fixed a vulnerability that allowed Steam account spoofing. Fixed 7 other critical vulnerabilities. And they're probably not going to tell us about that because they don't want people knowing which ones have been fixed. Because the more they can give these people, not tell them what they're doing, then it's just going to have them running in more circles for longer, which is a good thing. Soundtrack. 1 new song has been added to the soundtrack. If you have already purchased the soundtrack, please update and enjoy the new song. Please note that the soundtrack may take a few days to update. While today's update is the biggest yet for Palworld, Pocket Pear said it's planning a larger, more content-packed update for summer 2024. In fact, I can look at the very end of the notes here, and it says the exact same thing. It says, enjoy never-before-seen scenery and thrilling adventures on a new island, home to many new pals. In addition, we plan to add a large amount of new content, including new buildings, weapons, and tower bosses. Thank you for your continued support of Palworld. That was posted to the Steam announcement page. Guys, I got to tell you, I am super excited about all of this. There are so many things being added that I'm just thrilled over. It's almost like trying to pick a favorite new toy, or you get to go buy a new toy and you're like, okay, you can only pick one new toy. I can't pick. There's so many good things here. I think the new Mercy hit passive and the Ring of Mercy are very much needed. Lots of time. You can see me trying to capture a pal in some of the game footage that I record for the channel, that I play in the background. And usually it ends with the pal getting pasted before I can get them caught, for various reasons, either because I'm too strong or my backup pals are taking, shots at it. So I'm definitely going to be using this one a lot. I think the PAL condenser change is a huge plus to the system. That's definitely what we've needed. I wish it could be a one-to-one infusion, but I don't really know how that would work. I think being able to edit your character's appearance with the antique dresser is absolutely fabulous. I know there are a lot of players that need to fix their ugly characters because, come on, guys, why would you do this? A green character with giant feet. Stop it. Stop it right now. Also, the chance for eggs to produce an alpha pal is absolutely fantastic. Guys, I mean, this is just almost too much goodness for one update. I don't think there's any aspect of this update that I am dissatisfied with. If you haven't done so, you need to go check out the official Palworld Discord so that you can get updated. And or you can check out my Discord where I also have those announcements and updates as well. I'm going to leave a link to the IGN article with the Palworld notes in the description. So be sure to go check that out and give it a look-see. All right, so let's do this thing. It's time to hear from you. What is the item or feature in this update that has you absolutely stoked? And are you going to edit your character? I think that's the most important question here. Are you going to edit your character, and why are you going to edit your character? You can tell me. I promise, no judgment. So let me know, guys, by heading to the comments, and let's get some conversation going about this awesome new update. Guys, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, then be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more game news and updates, as well as the occasional live stream, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you want to catch my Twitch streams, there is a link to that, including my Discord, where we talk about everything from games to anime, all that and more in the linkity-link place down below. As always, have an amazing day, everyone. Keep being awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.